The room is cold, not with the chill of winter, but with the stark, silent cold of observation. You stand before her, heart exposed, a roadmap of your ambition laid bare on your tongue. You call it sharing. You call it building intimacy. You believe you are weaving a bond of trust with the threads of your struggle. She listens. Oh, she listens with an unnerving stillness, a predator's patience. You explain the long nights, the sacrifices. You justify why you are tired, why you are absent, why the prize is still so far away. You think you're painting a portrait of a hero, a martyr for a grand cause, but you are not. You are giving a deposition. You are listing your vulnerabilities for the record. This is the justification trap. And you have walked into it willingly, desperate for an audience of one. The trap is not her creation. It is yours, forged from your own insecurity. You believe your grand mission makes you interesting, worthy. You believe the struggle itself is a currency for affection. So you talk, you explain, you unpack every fear, every obstacle, every projected timeline for your success. She is not your confessor. She is your auditor. Every weakness you confess is a data point. Every timeline you offer is a deadline, not for your victory, but for your replacement. This is not an accident. This is psychology. Predatory personalities are not drawn to your strength. They are drawn to the performance of your strength because it perfectly masks the insecurities they can exploit. Your passionate monologue is not a song of power. It's a distress signal. A plea for validation disguised as a declaration of intent. She hears not, "I will build an empire." She hears, "I am empty until this empire is built." She hears not, "I am sacrificing for our future." She hears, "I am vulnerable now and for the foreseeable future." She hears not, "Trust my vision." She hears, "Here is the exact amount of time and effort you need to endure before you can leave with the rewards." Consider Julian, a software developer with a world-changing app. A familiar story. He has Clara. She is his rock, his support system. He tells her everything. The bugs in the code, the dwindling savings, the meeting with investors that has to go perfectly. He's justifying his ramen dinners, his missed dates, his constant exhaustion. He thinks he's buying her patience. What is he really doing? He's giving her a checklist. Financial stability, pending. Social status, pending. A man who is present, not just a ghost in a machine, pending. Clara isn't waiting for Julian to succeed. She's using his own timeline to interview his replacement. The day Julian secures his funding, the day his app goes live, is not the day of their celebration. It's the day she leaves. Her checklist is complete. The project Julian is over. She found someone who was already at the finish line Julian had just crossed. Why wait for the construction when you can buy the penthouse? The truth is a shard of ice in the gut. All that justification, all that sharing, was you auditioning for a role you could never get. The role was finished product. You were busy explaining the process. And then, the transformation. It begins with silence. You stop talking. You stop explaining. You stop holding out your soul and asking for it to be appraised. You look at her, really look, and the mystery in her eyes is gone. There is no depth, no enigma, just a simple, brutal equation of cost and benefit. You are all cost. Your replacement is all benefit. The power shift is seismic. By ceasing your justification, you sever her access. Her audit is over. She has her data, but it is now obsolete. The man who gave it to her is gone. Your mission was never meant for her approval. It is the fire that forges you, not the story you tell for applause. Work in silence. Let your success be the only explanation she ever gets. Because the person who requires you to justify your existence is only ever measuring you for a coffin.